Hello viewers, once again I welcome you on this glorious day to the Open Heavens Reflections. My name is Bioye Segun. I pastor the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Majesty Court of Praise in Wembley. Today our topic is Service from Rivers. Our Bible passage, Exodus 14, 21 to 29. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. So the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea on the dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went after them into the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. Now it came to pass in the morning watch that the Lord looked down upon the army of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and cloud, and he troubled the army of the Egyptians. And he took off their chariot wheels, so they drove them with difficulty. And the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come back upon the Egyptians on their chariots and on their horsemen." And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and when the morning appeared, the sea returned to its full depth, while the Egyptians were fleeing into it. So the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. Then the waters returned and covered the chariots, the horsemen, and all the army of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. Not so much as one of them remained. But the children of Israel had walked on dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. Our memory verse is from Isaiah 41, verse 18. "I will open rivers in desolate heights and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water." It is good today to remind ourselves of the awesomeness of God. The one who was able to cause the sea to part to allow the Israelites to escape was the same God who caused it to flow back and destroy the Egyptians. That river in front of you will part in the name of Jesus. You see, when Pharaoh suddenly realized, "What have I done? I had allowed the Israelites to go. Who is going to serve us? Who is going to be our slaves? Okay, I'm going to pursue after them." I'm sure they will not be able to get beyond the Red Sea. So he took all the army in the whole of Egypt, leaving the whole of the nation of Egypt defenseless. Went after the Israelites. But you know what? He thought they would not be able to go beyond the Red Sea. I don't know who may have told you that you cannot go beyond where you are, or you cannot progress. Or they have placed the Red Sea in front of you. Today, they will perish in that same Red Sea in the name of Jesus. Because that was what happened to Pharaoh. They never returned back home. Our God is the creator of heaven and the earth. There's nothing he cannot do. The Bible says in John 1:3, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In Mark 4:41, the disciples cried out, "What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Do you need a miracle today? Whatever you need from God today, trust him. Do not look at what is logical or normal. Walk by faith and not by sight. Receive your miracle today. Don't listen to what people say. That is normal thing to do. No. Receive your miracle today. The prayer point is this: the seas and rivers are God's creation and are meant to serve us. Father, cause the seas and the waters to cooperate with my helpers to deliver my blessings to me in the name of Jesus. That is your prayer today. That should be your prayer today. And when you pray it, it will surely come to pass in your life. You know why? Because the Bible says in Psalm 29, the voice of God is powerful. So today, you pray that your problem, your challenges must hear the voice of God. And they will part. They will give way. They must give way. They have no choice. And God will answer all your prayers today in the name of Jesus. God bless you. Thank you for listening to us. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.